When a deputyship is disputed, the Court of Protection will undertake what they call case management. So both the person who has applied and the person or people who want to object will be required to give their evidence to the court in the form of witness statements explaining why they think a different course of action is in the best interests of their loved one who needs a deputy. The court will then list that hearing for what's called a dispute resolution hearing, which will be a brief hearing in front of a district judge, often at your local court these days, and the parties will be expected to explain simply their position before that judge. You might want to speak to the Office of the Public Guardian, who have the ability to investigate if you really aren't sure what's going on. But often people approach me because they know that somebody is doing something wrong. For example, they might already know that the deputy has spent money on themselves, which is a breach of their duties, or they might know, for example, that the deputy hasn't been meeting the expenses of the person whose money they're managing. They might have become aware, for example, that bills have gone unpaid, and that's ringing an alarm bell. Or they may have been offered money from the assets of the person concerned, and they know that that is something that the deputy doesn't have authority to do. If they've got that evidence, they might come directly to me to say, I've got these concerns and I think this person really shouldn't be acting as deputy because they're not acting in this person's best interests anymore. They've exceeded what they're authorised by the law to do, and it worries me. If they've got that evidence, then we can go straight to the Court of Protection and ask for the deputyship to be suspended and an investigation to take place if necessary about what has happened and how much money has been involved. The Court of Protection has very wide powers to ask for an investigation or appoint a third party to do that investigation, and ultimately to decide that the deputy should be removed from their position. It can take quite a long time to deal fully with a disputed deputy application. I would imagine somewhere in the region of about a year for a full resolution if you want it to go to a final hearing.